At you today once more. Yes, sir, family. We have to chop up this election thing. I can't, I just got to get this out here, man. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that I have to get this information to us. We're just rocking out today, Sunday. Yes, the calendars, they've been messing with the calendars today again. They've been manipulating the calendars today. Yeah, they went back up on the time. I don't know if anybody realized that time jumped up 1 hour today. Family, I gotta let you listen to this real quick before we get started, family. I got something I need y'all to listen to real quick. And this gonna set the whole thesis for what we need to talk about today about this 2020 election and coronavirus. How is that coronavirus going to affect you, family? How is the coronavirus going to affect the way you vote? You may not even be able to leave out the house to go and cast your vote, family. It's a fear tactic, family. We must realize this. This is all about fear. You make money off of fear. And I know, some of my family members are not in agreement with this whole election thing, but I'm telling you, family, I'm gonna let y'all hear something real quick. What Malcolm X thought about the Democratic Party. Here we go. I'm gonna let y'all hear this real quick.
They didn't kill him. They sent some old house Negro along behind him to undo what he said. You have to read the history of slavery to understand this. There were two kinds of Negroes. There was that old house Negro and the field Negro.
Listen to this, family.
The Negro always looked out for his master. When the field Negro got too much of a line, he held him back in check. He put him back on the plantation. The house Negroes could afford to do this, but he lived better than the field Negro.
Please listen, family.
And he lived in a better house. He lived right next to the master in the attic or the basement. He ate the same food as master ate and wore his same clothes. And he could talk just like his master. Good thing he did. And he loved his master more than his master loved his son. That's why he didn't want his master hurt. If the master got sick, he'd say, "What's the matter, boss? We sick?" He was sick. When the master's house on the fire, he tried to put the fire out. He didn't want his master's house burned. He never wanted his master's property threatened. And he was more defensive of it than the master. But that was a house Negro. But then you had a field Negro who lived in a house. Had nothing to lose. They wore the worst kind of clothes. They ate the worst food. And they caught hell. They felt the sting of the lash. They hated their master. Oh, yes, they did. If the master got sick, they would let the master die. If the master's house caught fire, they prayed for a strong wind to come along. This was the difference between the two. And today you still have house Negroes and field Negroes.
There it is, folks. So Malcolm X say we still have house Negroes in America and we still have field Negroes in America. Which one are you, family? He say house Negroes was the one who helped the master put out the house fire. He'd kill himself trying to put out the fire for the master. And so that brings us to the election today. How many of us heard about Clyburn? He's a senator, been an age-long senator up in South Carolina, who helped Joe Biden win the black vote up in that area, Carolina, Virginia. And the reason why we're talking about this today, family, because we got to point out how some of these Democrat leaders and leadership groups and also politicians, they're pretty much what you call plantation managers. They're going to try to get you off the Trump plantation onto the Democratic plantation, or the Trump plantation going to try to get you to come off the Democrat plantation. So it's like vice versa. You still on the plantation. Doesn't matter which political party you recognize or which one you affiliate with. The point is that it's a form of Stockholm syndrome by not independently having a base when you vote in a presidential election. You must have an economic base, family, when you vote for presidential elections, or it makes no sense to vote. Now, if you vote locally in your local elections, you can make more of a presence, family. So get in tune with your local politicians, your city officials, your county officials, because this is how you can make more of an impact on your family's life, you know, what type of food your kids eat in school, etc. Okay? So we're talking about this today. I don't know if anybody heard about also Kamala Harris came out today and she basically endorsed Joe Biden. Now, Kamala Harris was just talking about how Joe Biden came up with the racist laws back when she was a little girl, the busing that caused inner city busing. It was a big story about it. She put up about Joe Biden when she was running against Joe Biden when they were going against each other in the Democratic primaries. That's when they had like 24 of the Democrats that came out and, came out and tried to get your vote and get you to vote for them in the primary. Listen, family, 24 people, that's insanity. That's already letting you know right there, that's not the party for you. And there was also Kanye West got into it with what's the lady name in California? She's the one over the financial committee in California. She's a senator, Maxine Waters. Maxine Waters came out and told Kanye West that you need to let your superiors speak for you. In other words, like Kanye West is too dumb to have any type of view or have any type of thought about political issues. She basically was saying, hey, we're the upper boule class who handles all your voting rights. We'll do all of that for you. You just do what we tell you to do and just get back in place, Kanye. Like, now don't get me wrong. I hate freaking Kanye for switching out with Trump and switching out on us and but at the same time, family, you should still be able to voice your opinion. If you don't like something that the Democratic Party is doing, you should be able to speak for yourself. What's going on, Miss O'Neill? We see you in the room. Please like and share this video with your family members. Y'all make sure y'all like and share this video with your family members. But like I say, family, we're gonna chop up this thing about the elections just a little bit tonight. We're not gonna really keep going on about that. I've put out that you don't make any type of presence or you don't make any type of notion when you vote for presidential elections. You need to more so focus on the 2-year elections, which is your Senate and your representatives when you vote them in, and also vote in your city elections. Because, family, without an economic base, okay, for instance, you want to know what the economic base is. For example, how the LGBT community comes out, they'll give Obama $1 million, $2 million. They'll raise up money real quick. They call them super PACs. If you ever heard about them, they're called super PACs. They got a real big super PAC called AIPAC. That's the Israeli super PAC. And they come out. This is for your Jews. They come out and they give money to the politicians, especially during election time. And that's the way Obama got in office. That's why Obama spoke up for LGBT community, black folks, more than he spoke up for you. Because you didn't vote as a block. When you take a block of voters, that means you blocking everything out. If they don't answer to your demands, then guess what? No vote. That's how it works. Or you vote for somebody who will handle your demands. somebody who will put some legislative policies together for your demands, family. That's the only way to vote. Keep that in mind. That's the only. Also, Jesse Jackson came out today and he endorsed Bernie Sanders, family. Now, everybody knows Jesse Jackson. I mean, don't get me wrong. Jesse Jackson has done a lot for the black communities and black culture, but at the same time, he's still what you call one of them bought and paid for politicians. He's bought and paid for. So he's going to do the bidding of whoever pays him. And like I was saying about most of these groups, family, like the Chinese, the Arabs, how many times do you see them piling up at the polls with you? Like, I'm talking about like in groves, like how we go to the polls. We get lined up, man, and we run up there. Oh, we got the right to vote. Family, you got to stop voting because it was out of tradition. When I say tradition, because your grandma and granddaddy or your great-great-grandparents fought for the right. That has gotten old. That civil rights mindset has gotten old. So we can't vote like that anymore. We have to vote for tangibles, family. We must vote for hashtag tangibles. Hashtag tangibles, family. We got to vote for something. We can't keep voting out of fear. Can't keep voting because we're trying to keep President Trump out of office. That is stupid because you fear. And I hate to say stupid, family. I hate that word, but that's what it is. That's what it is, family. It's just plain political ignorance, political naivety. It's just political immaturity. You're not mature enough, and that's basically what the senator from the House of Representatives from Maxine Waters from California is saying. You can't think for yourself because we're not making ourselves knowledgeable of what politics is here in America. We're thinking, oh, we're voting out of emotions. We're getting all emotional, running down to the poll, family. Listen, I'm not going to keep talking about this subject tonight because I want to move on to this 2020 Ebola virus. Now, you notice, family, every election, they come out with some type of virus. Zika, remember that with the mosquitoes? They came out the last election. Then they was talking about Ebola one time. That was a couple of years ago. We had an Ebola outbreak. They was trying to bring that over here. And now is what? Corona. And let me remind you, family, halo that goes around the sun, that goes around your dome. This is called your corona, your head, your outer parts of your head, or the outer parts of the sun. And virus, we know what a virus is. So that means sun virus. Wait a minute. That sound. But anyway, we moving on, family. You missed that one. If you're kind of slow, you're gonna miss that one. But yeah, I see you in the room, Mr. Taylor. Give me the thumbs up when you come into the room, family. And like I was saying, we're talking about 2020 election, and we're talking about this coronavirus, family. I can't reiterate this enough, family. Please stay off of cruise ships. They caught another cruise ship coming into California, and about 40 people are on that cruise ship. So what Trump did to try to beat the punch, Trump say, okay, well, we're gonna ship them to a military base. We're gonna ship those people who have this coronavirus. Y'all, please like and share the video too, family. When you give me the thumbs up, just share it with one or two Facebook friends or family members. But yes, also, family, we're streaming too on. Right now, we should be streaming live on Spotify. So you want to check us out at Urban Matters Matter live chat. This is Urban Matters Matter live chat, where we give you all the hot fire-ism. We give you that real raw knowledge. We give you that type of knowledge that you're not going to get from school. You're not going to get in our academic systems and universities. You're not going to get this type of fire game. And we go global here. We go worldwide. We're not just going to be concerned about what's going on here in the United States. We're going to talk about what's going on around the world, because that's another thing we have to do, family. As a culture, we have to become globally minded. That's how you get your bread. That's how you get your bag. That's how you get your money. Y'all give me the thumbs up if y'all can still hear me in the room. Facebook been a little janky with my signal. You know, they've been playing around because they don't want you to get this hot fire game. So yeah, we're talking about real quick too, family. Make sure you like and share this video. Yes, sir, family. And I posted the articles, family, in the heading of the live chat video. So we're just coming at you today again about the coronavirus. This is Urban Matters Matter live chat. And we're coming at you again, family, on Sunday. What they call it, when your time goes up. What do they call it? I forget. I don't even pay attention to that Gregorian calendar anymore. I go by these solar calendars anyway. But we're just chopping it up today. We're talking about the Black American Stockholm Syndrome that seems to be heading your way when it comes to this 2020 election. We're also talking about the coronavirus 2020. We come out with a new virus every year, family. So y'all just have to pay attention to the signs and the symbols of what's happening here. Also, we're going to talk about the yellow peril of the 19th century, family. And I don't know if anybody ever heard of the yellow peril, but the yellow peril, it was a little bit of history lesson for us, family, today. It was about the pandemonium and the panicking, and when the Chinese immigrants came here and started coming in with industrialism, they started building, and they were basically a threat. And kind of sounds like that's similar to what's going on today, that the Chinese government, which they call the Chinese Communist government, is they're threatening basically economic takeover. And that's what this whole coronavirus is about, family. It's about an economic takeover, and it's about an economic collapse, because if you pay attention, if you go back in history far enough, family, you'll see that China's and the U.S. have been at a Cold War for decades, almost probably centuries. And they fear, like I said, they fear expansionism, if you know what that is. And let me read you a little bit of this right here, because, family, I like to read and I like to get the understand. This is how we learn, family. We have to stop watching so much TV, man. We have to stop being distracted. That's why we don't know what this coronavirus is. I see you in the room, Mr. Johnson. I see you in the room, Mr. Taylor. Y'all give me the thumbs up when you come into the room. The institution exclusion of the dangerous and intermingling Oriental peoples and ideas provided a framework for understanding the challenges ahead. Under the banner of anti-communism, the federal government waged war against homosexuality, labor organizing, civil rights, and anti-war activists. Today, U.S. political parties compete over who is tougher on terrorism and tougher on China. There it is, right there, family. Now, remember, the coronavirus apparently so-called started in Wuhan, China, right? Wuhan, China is what they call it. And they also got another name for it, a COV11 or something. Family, when they put the numbers, those are patent numbers. Whenever something's patent, that has a U.S. patent on it, that means that it's controlled by the U.S. So just a little bit of food for thought there, family. Just a little fun fact. But definitely, I see you in the room, Mr. Bond. I see you in the room, Ms. Manning. Y'all, come on. We need some feedback today about this coronavirus. I mean, do you think it's real? And let me remind you too, family, I just seen an article. They're literally right now, I think it's in Missouri, St. Louis, they're quarantining people that came across these people with the virus on these ships, these cruise ships, family. They came across these people and they literally making these people stay in the house now. And also, they went to the store. They say all the shelves on the stores are clearing out, family. Family, we are in the middle of a financial collapse. Okay? And it didn't come from the coronavirus, family. We're in a famine right now, family. Open your eyes. Open your eyes. We got a real quick comment from Mr. Johnson in the room. Mr. Johnson says, y'all give me the thumbs up when you come in the room, like and share this video with your family. Those comments from Rocket's general manager, Daryl Money, didn't help in the Chinese-American diplomacy. Yeah, I remember that. I remember that, Mr. Reg. And that was about, man, that's all politics right there, bro. That's and yeah, see the thing about it, man, we can't compete with China. We can't beat them. These people know how to sacrifice. They know how to come here. They can come in here and set up shop, bro, and get rich, send the money back to their countries. And that's what they've been doing, man, for about the last 30, 40 years. And I'm telling you, man, these Democrats are the main ones who signed the globalism bills. Globalism is where you allow other countries to come to your city, your town, and they set up shop. They set up their little store. They set up their little Arab stores. They set up their little nail salons. They set up their little then they abuse you in these nail salons and inside of these hair weave shops. They beat you behind. And then now it's time for them to get that pressure on them. So now they're going to get that work. And now what's happening is they're going to get ready to mess with these Chinese and these Asians' money. And so now it's becoming a war. It's coming a full-blown out global war, family. It's an economic war. This is a bio war. You know what a bio war is, where they take viruses and they fight each other. They don't want to drop bombs no more because that's too brutal. So now they come up with, really finesse ways to finesse you and make you think that you got a virus, but literally it's a war. It's a war. They fighting each other with biogerms. So yes, Mr. Stan the Man says man-made disease backfires. That's what I just was saying, Mr. Bond. We appreciate that comment. Thank you for that comment. That's exactly what we was just talking about. And I totally agree with that. Okay, Mr. Red says the Chinese are the elites. They are absolutely the elites. And that's what it's about, man. That's why America is right now, they're being threatened. They're being threatened, family. And that's what I'm going back to the election. I'm going to jump back over to the election again about 2020. When you take your vote and you use it as power against the Democrats and the Republicans, you are a threat. You are a threat, family. They need your vote. Joe Biden just won the freaking, if he freaking win the election, it's going to be because of these old behind civil rights leadership groups that like Clyburn up there in Carolina and Maxine Waters and them and all of them, man. And the guy Al Green down in Texas, they down there complaining about him right now that he's corrupt. That's what these people do, man. They do the bidding of the people that pay them. Okay, let's go back to some more comment. Mr. Johnson says, how many American restaurants are set up in Chinese communities besides McDonald's? Absolutely. That's what I'm saying, bro. Listen, whoever been to New York, been up to Chinatown, man. Notice all these people who have economic power, these immigrant groups, they have their own towns named after them. I've never seen a African-American town, a Negro town. They got Chinatown. They got Little Italy. They got Little Haiti. They got what else? What else they got? They got little Palestine, little whatever, man. Everybody has their own little shop town, their little economic town, except for black folk. They got, like I said, Chinatown. They got Little Italy. They got Latin quarters, the Latin whatever. You know what I'm saying? Everybody. I've never heard of an African-American quarters. I've never heard of something that we built, with all the money that we put into the economy, over $8 billion a year, family. You tell me we can't even come together and get enough money to create our own little town, our own little shopping plaza or something? Go ride right now through Eloise and Juanita down Rifle Range Road. Man, these Spanish folks have came together, have united, and have built something. They built something, family. I see you in the room, Mr. Barnes. Mr. Stan the Man Barnes says, Trump opened up this. Yes, he did. Trump exposed a lot of this stuff, y'all. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Listen, the man is a jerk. We know this. We know this, man. I can't stand the man. But the man don't care about exposing other people who doing the same corrupt stuff he doing. So basically, it's gotten to the point to where they're infighting. The powerful are fighting with the powerful now. So the Democrats been running stuff because they've been, academically powerful. They've been, educated on a lot of policies, and they know how to run government, big government. So that's what they're starting to do. Okay. Mr. Johnson says, we black folks refuse to unite. We won't do it. We'll come together, man, and we'll start raising a little bit of money. Then the next thing you know, Somebody want to know what the money is. That's why when you organize, you have a treasurer, you have a president, vice president, you have somebody, you have some type of parliamentary procedures. That's what they call that, parliamentary procedures. Yes, Ms. Manning in the room. Okay, thank you for that comment, Mr. Johnson. Ms. Manning says after the election, all of this will go away. Yes, and I don't even think we're going to make it to the election, Ms. Manning. I mean, you may not even be able to go cast your vote because of the coronavirus. They're probably going to be like, oh, everybody got to cast your vote through your cell phone so we can manipulate that vote. No, I don't think we're going to make it to the election, to be honest with you. The stock market is collapsing right now as we speak. The stock market is almost 7,000 points down. That's over almost 20% of wealth. They said over $4 trillion has been lost in the last week and a half in the stock market. $4 trillion worth of wealth. Yes, this is a fact. I see you in the room, Ms. Harris. Thank you for joining us. Mr. Bond says we're looking for some feedback. Give me the thumbs up too, Ms. Harris, when y'all come into the room. Please give me the thumbs up. Give me the thumbs up, Ms. Manning, when we get your comment read here, because this is where your voice is heard, family. This is what I love. I love the participation. I love when y'all participate and get your voices heard and let people know what your social thoughts are, and what your economic thoughts are, and whatever your political thoughts are. And that's what this platform here at Urban Matters Matter live chat is about. We're trying to get the people heard who need to be heard, because we're pretty much the ones who built this country. And so it's come the point in time where it's time for us to operate on the same frequency so we can start making our presence known here in this country, so we can be an economic threat. We have the money and the power, family. We just don't use it the right way. We don't use our votes. We keep voting Democrat, and the Democrats are doing nothing for us, family. We know we ain't voting Republican, so that's not even a question. So what we need to do, we need to come up with an independent platform. Okay, let's go back to some old question. Mr. Bond said he has a question. Has any African Americans on record caught this coronavirus? I haven't heard about any African Americans, Mr. Bonds, that caught the coronavirus. Also, Mr. Bonds asked, now you just said something. We're not going to make it to the elections. We're not going to make it, family. Think about it. Literally, they have people quarantined right now in America. They're making people stay in the house. And if you don't have a ration of food that can last you 14 days is what I heard. They have to put you under observance of watching you to basically monitor you to see if you come up with these symptoms whenever you've been in contact with the coronavirus. You don't even have to catch it. You just have to be around somebody and you came in contact with that person. Literally. I heard some family members today talking about they're getting ready to go on a cruise. Do not do that. You are only making the situation worse for you. This coronavirus, this whole thing is about money. Think about it. If I can get you to spend millions on an antivirus, if I can get you to spend millions on Lysol products, if I can get you to spend millions on bottles of water because I'm keeping you in your home for 2 months. Think about it, family. That sounds almost like the purge. That sounds almost like a martial law. Okay, Mr. Bond says, need you radio show. Yes, bro. Thanks for the props, bro. And we're gonna start going heavier than this, Mr. Bonds. Mr. Bonds also says, wish you could come on Whack AM with Rashad Ritchie, Atlanta. I would love it, bro. I would love it. And I got some real heavy hitters, bro. Give me the thumbs up, y'all. Thanks for the thumbs up, bro. I got some real heavy hitters, bro. I got some master teachers that I run with, bro. And these guys, like, really, bro, these guys go hard. I got one of my brother Montu. Y'all look him up, man. Montu Hotep on Facebook. You can find him on Facebook and just reach out to him, man. Listen, bro, go check my videos, about 4 videos back on my channel here. And you'll see brother Montu, man. We went heavy about the hip hop game. And man, he took it all the way back, bro, to like, you know, Russell Simmons when Def Jam was running things, and he went all the way back, bro. He went back to Swisher House Records. He went all the way back, man, to MJG and all of them, man. And man, he dropped some heavy game, bro. Okay, this man, they say how many cases are in Africa? I heard none in Africa, Ms. Manning, because I had read a report about these guys in Nigeria and also in Kenya. They were doing some lab studies and come to find out that the coronavirus, it really can't a hot climate like that. So that's why I'm surprised if they find any in Florida. And plus they say down in Africa, people are outdoors people. So you really can only contract the coronavirus when you're in enclosed areas like office spaces, like when you're in, some work environments have the cubby booths that you work in. When you're working around other people in a closed environment, that's where you're more likely to contract the coronavirus. Okay. And we got a new friend. Give us the thumbs up, Mr. Dwayne. I see you in the room. You're new to the room. You're new to the chat room. Give me the thumbs up. Fear-based tactics used by the media. Yes, it's the media, but it's the people that control the media. It's the elite. It's the 1% of elites that are in the world who control the world organizations. People like I don't know if you guys ever heard of the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, and the central banks of the world. They control a lot of this pandemonium and a lot of this propaganda. Okay, it's to control the masses. Yes, sir, Mr. Dwayne. Absolutely. I see you in the room, Mr. Williams. Y'all give me the thumbs up and please like and share this video. I see you in the room, Miss Outing. That's my cousins. I got that outing. You know I'm outing. Yes, ma'am. Thank you and welcome for joining us today here at Urban Matters Matter live chat. We're just chopping it up about the 2020 elections, and we're chopping it up about the 2020 coronavirus. I mean, what virus is going to be here next year or the next election? We always have some type of virus that comes around during election. And like I was just telling Ms. Manning, I don't even think we're going to make it to the election because you can't vote if they have you quarantined in your house and you can't be out and about around people. So, Mr. Johnson says, we have confirmed cases here in central Delaware. Yeah, I bet you this here, though, Mr. Johnson. You say you have confirmed cases. By who? And give me some names. I bet you can't give me any names. That should be public information, man. That's just like, say, for instance, what's the guy named, the movie star that was running around giving the women the AIDS, the Caucasian movie star. What's his name? He played on what's the movie? Friends, the little sitcom Friends. What's his name? Not Rob Lowe, but what is that guy? Charlie Sheen. He was running around giving women AIDS. Now, would it be fair for the health organizations to say, oh, we can't give you his name. We can't report that he been around here giving women AIDS. He been around here giving women AIDS. Charlie Sheen. That's a, and I'm trying to figure out why Charlie Sheen is not in jail. I'm still trying to figure that out, y'all. He was literally purposely giving women AIDS, bro. That's attempted murder, ain't it? Sounds like it. Okay, let's move on. Okay. Mr. Barnes says it doesn't survive in the heat. Yeah, it doesn't survive in the heat, Mr. Barnes. Also, Mr. Barnes says the wrong population control going on. They're scared. Yes, stay woke. Yes, we're going to stay woke, bro. Black power to that. Yes, Samuel Williams. HIPAA laws, bro, they say they can't divulge medical information. Yeah, that's true, bro. But at the same time, they're almost complicit, too, of allowing the virus to be spread. That's why I'm telling y'all, man, Trump sent them 40 people on that ship. Y'all go look that up. The Princess, whatever, it's one of the Princess cruise line ships that just came in California. He made the people stay on the ship. Everybody who had the virus, who had confirmed cases of the virus, he made them stay on the ship and ship them to a military lab. So they're going to test them at the military lab and they're going to keep them contained there. So because Trump Trump is a chess player, y'all. Y'all be getting mad at the man, but I'm telling you, man, the man is a chess player, man. And the man know what he's doing to a certain extent. He may be just by de facto, winding up getting lucky, man. So like I say, moving on. We're going to move on. Y'all give me the thumbs up if y'all in the room. Give me the thumbs up and like and share this video. And family, don't forget to look us up on Spotify, Urban Matters Matter live chat. That's Urban Matters Matter live chat. Also, you can find us on YouTube at Urban Matters Matter live chat. Also, Facebook and also at Instagram, the same address. So we're talking about 2020 elections. Also, we're talking about this 2020 coronavirus, family, which gonna probably kill the elections, family. I don't even think there's gonna be an elections, to be honest with you. You remember they was talking about, whenever you go to war or whenever there's a pandemic in a country, you cannot have elections. They called it, they canceled the elections. So keep that in mind, family. Okay, Mr. Johnson says, another comment in the room from Mr. Johnson. He says, Trump is way smarter than we're giving him credit for. Yes, he's smarter, man, but I'm gonna still let Trump hold his own nuts, though, at this point in time, because until I see some real change for the black culture and the black communities, until I see Trump specifically come out and say, hey, this is for the foundational black Americans. These are for the descendants of slaves here in America. These reparations, or give us tax cuts, like black people only have to pay 5% tax, sales tax. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or lower the taxes down. Just okay, for 5 years, black foundational black Americans don't have to pay no taxes. And I'm not just talking about black people in America. I'm talking about the ones that are here, was born here. Their mama was born here. Their grandmama was born here. Their great grandmama was born here. And their great grandmama was born here. That's what you call a foundational black American family. And there's no disrespect to any of our immigrant brothers and sisters. But once we get ahead, we can help them even more. That's what it's about, family. It's about us being able to be in a position economically so we can make a difference. You can't make a difference, family, if you don't have the economic empowerment and the economic strength. That's what racism is about. Racism is not when you don't like somebody. Racism is where you have the power to affect their lives. That's what racism is. And that's the thing about us, man. We think because we point out some facts about the Democrats, that, oh, that's reverse racism, or he a Trump lover by de facto. Listen, it don't even matter. The fact remains is that we've been loyal to the Democratic Party now for at least 5 to 6 decades, and we still in the same position that we started in, and probably worse off. And that's with a black president for 8 years. And that's with, we own the House. We had 2/3 control of the Senate and the Congress. When you got 2/3 control of the Congress, and you got as many black leaders and black politicians in Congress with 2/3 control, that means these jokers is not doing nothing for us. They're not doing anything, family. It's not rocket science. It's not. And you want to go right and vote for Biden, who the main one who put all these anti-racist laws into effect. 3 strikes laws, mandatory minimums. What else they got? They got I got the receipts right here, family. Hold on. I got the receipts right here, family. I don't mess around with this, family. Let's see. We got it right here. We have the receipts, family. It is called one of the laws that Joe Maddon, the mass incarceration laws. That's what they call them. Mass incarceration laws. Who does mass incarceration affect? Huh, family? It affects us. So like I say, family, we got to vote locally. Always remember that. We have to vote locally, family. That is the only way you're going to make a difference in the political realm. You cannot keep voting for the Democrats and they're not doing anything for you, family. See, the thing what people don't understand, we think people are not racist because they don't just come out and just knock us across the head and spit on us and, rape our mom, rape our sisters, rape our brothers. We think that white folks are not racist anymore. But what's happened is that racism has been refined. You know what that means? They've taken it and they finessed it. So now they may not just hit you across the head, and they may not just, you know what I'm saying? Y'all give me the thumbs up. Give me some more likes and shares. Give me some more feedback, family. If you got any questions, please do that right now, family, because we're gonna do these about I say 30 minutes every time, family. And oh man, I thought I started that, but we didn't get it started. But anyway, family, we're gonna do these for 30 minutes. When we get close to 30 minutes, we're going to shut down the shows, and we're going to keep it short. So we got to go ahead and get whatever comments and whatever insight you want to get into this. But like I was saying, family, we feel like Democrats are not racist. I'm going to tell you how racism affects you, family. They may not come out and cuss you out and call you the N-word and beat you across the head and whatnot, but what they'll do, they may be some jury member on a jury, and you're the guy who's fighting for your freedom, and they'll vote against you for the simple fact, family, you black and they're white, or you black and they're Asian, or you black and they Latino and they just don't like you, or and it could be vice versa. That's what power of racism is. Racism is refined now. Nobody's going to come out and really call you the N-word like a Trump supporter will. We know that Trump supporters don't like a lot of different races. We know that. We know Trump doesn't care for a lot of different races. They only care about their own, which me personally, if you love your own more than you love everybody else, that's your prerogative, family. That's just normal. You wouldn't expect a lioness to come out and breastfeed a elephant when her baby over there thirsty and hungry. She gonna go feed the baby elephant. Do that make sense? You take care of your own. You take care of your own, family. So like I said, y'all keep that in mind. And we're talking about that. Also look up that yellow peril, family. I got that inside the notes here on the head toppings at the top of the if you look right up at the top of the live chat, you'll see all the articles I have, and go back and read those and you facts here, because facts matter. And all that getting in your feelings, getting mad about Trump, that's not going to solve anything. If you want to beat Trump, family, educate yourself. And I'm talking about self-educate sometimes. You're going to go to college and you're going to go to school and you're going to go to high school and elementary school, wherever you be. You're going to learn what you learn. You can go to church and learn what you learn. But family, you have to have some alternatives. You have to have some alternatives when it comes to educating yourself, because you're not going to get it all out of one book. You're not going to get all of religion and spirituality out of the Bible, family. So keep that in mind, family. I love you. And we're going to keep this thing going. And we're going to keep coming at you every week. We're going to come back this week too, family. And like I said, I put the articles. Look up that one article I put in there about yellow peril. Yellow peril is about a skepticism that was towards Asians, because we had this thing about the Asians were spooky. They were weird. You ever remember that Chu Man Foods to come out? You used to have the little butt teeth. Chu Man, Chu. Chinese man. Yes, family. That's what that whole yellow peril thing is about, this coronavirus. They feel Chinese people nasty. They filthy. They eat bats. They eat family. That's so far from the truth, man. Get to know people. Stop getting your news from CNN and Fox and the MSNBC. Stop getting your news from Wall Street Journal only. Stop getting your news from the New York Times. These people are best interest organizations and best interest media groups, and they only report the news that is interesting or going to help them. Family, go look at alternative media like RT News, Al Jazeera News. Go online sometime and get your news, family. That's all I'm saying, family. You got to remember this, family. They are biased. All news channels are biased. All of them. Fox, MSNBC. Investigative journalism exists anymore on any of the news media channels right now. They do not exist. Investigative journalism does not exist anymore, family. So like I said, family, we're going to keep this thing 100. We're going to keep coming at y'all. We're going to keep getting this. Also, family, go look us up too at Urban Matters Matter on YouTube. I got to start building up the audience on YouTube for this, family, because we're going to get our voices heard, and we're going to start making a difference politically, economically, and socially on our own. We don't need another hero. Remember Tina Turner had that song? We don't need another hero. Yes, y'all remember that? Give me the thumbs up. Tina was trying to tell us something back then. She was trying to tell us, family. 2020 elections, family. I don't think there's going to be one, to be honest with you. And remember, family, your vote only counts when you go back 2 years later and vote for your local, state elections and county, city elections. Remember that. One love, family. Stay strong, peace, and Black power.